My fiancée cheated with her friend at her bachelorette trip. I canceled the wedding, sold the ring, sent the video to her dad. And that was just the beginning. I'm writing this from my empty house, boxes packed, flight to Copenhagen in 72 hours. But let me start from when I still believed in fairy tales. 3 weeks ago, I was at a teaching conference in Denver, nursing a beer in my hotel room after 8 hours of pedagogy workshops. Blake Morrison, 32, high school history teacher who thought he had life figured out. Wedding in 2 weeks to Lacey Harmon, the woman who ran Minneapolis's hottest floral design studio. 3 years together. Ring picked out together. Life mapped out together. My phone buzzed. Pete, colleague from school, sent a link. Dude, isn't this your fiancé? Instagram story. Lacey's best friend's account. A video from her bachelorette party, which was supposedly just wine and spa treatments with the girls. The video loaded. Bright lights, some upscale hotel suite. There's Lacey, my Lacey, dress hiked up, champagne in hand, laughing that specific drunk laugh I knew too well. But that wasn't the problem. The problem was Gerardo, her business partner who I'd been told was basically like a brother with his hand on her waist, fingers spread possessively. They're both laughing at something someone off camera said. Then I heard it. Lacey's voice, slurred but clear, one last adventure before the ball and chain, right? Gerardo pulls her closer. Our little secret. Always has been. The video cuts. But not before I catch a glimpse of something in the background, on the nightstand behind them. A wedding ring. A man's wedding ring. Gerardo's married. His wife Stella had just had their second kid 6 months ago. I watched it 4 more times. The timestamp burned into my brain, 3:47 a.m. The spa treatment was still going strong apparently. Pete texted again, there's more on her friend's story. 3 more videos. Each one worse. Lacey doing body shots off Gerardo. Gerardo carrying Lacey to a bedroom, her arms around his neck. The last one, just darkness and giggling, but Lacey's distinctive laugh unmistakable. I sat there in that sterile Denver hotel room, looking at my laptop where I'd been working on my wedding vows. Lacey, from the moment you walked into my classroom that parent-teacher night, lost and looking for the art room, I knew you'd change my life. Yeah, she changed it all right. I didn't call her. Didn't text. Didn't post anything. I opened my laptop and changed my flight. Red-eye to Minneapolis, leaving in 2 hours. F-word the conference. During the Uber to the airport, I did something I'd never done before. I logged into Lacey's email. We shared passwords, trust, right? She used the same pattern for everything, her dog's name plus her birth year. Baxter 1994. Predictable. Her sent folder was clean. Too clean. But she didn't know about the email recovery feature. 30 days of deleted emails, right there. Reservation confirmations for hotels. Always during her client meetings or vendor showcases. Always 2 rooms booked, but only 1 ever modified to late checkout. The credit card receipts showing room service for 2. Champagne. Strawberries. The cliché hurt almost as much as the betrayal. But then I found something worse. Email threads with Gerardo about their partnership. Not just business. References to monthly arrangements and keeping things stable until the timeline works out. An attached spreadsheet labeled Post-M Strategy. M for marriage. My marriage. The plane started boarding. I closed the laptop, hands surprisingly steady. 3 years. 3 F-word years of my life. My savings depleted from helping her start that business. My mother's retirement party skipped to attend her studio opening. My brother's wedding where she was too sick to attend. Now I'm wondering what client meeting that really was. As I settled into my seat, I made a decision. No confrontation. No tears. No begging for explanations. I was a history teacher, I knew how civilizations fell. Not always with grand battles. Sometimes with careful, calculated precision. The plane took off. Minneapolis glowing in the distance as we descended 4 hours later. Dawn breaking over the city I thought I'd grow old in. I powered on my phone. 17 messages from Lacey. Pictures from the spa. Her and the girls in robes, cucumber eyes, the whole performance. Miss you baby. Can't wait to be Mrs. Morrison. I didn't respond. Instead, I opened her laptop, she'd left it at my place last week. Logged in. Baxter 1994, reliable as always. And there it was. A folder on her desktop I'd never noticed before. G_private. Encrypted. But I had all morning to figure it out. And Lacey wouldn't be home until noon. Encrypted folders are like locks, they're only as strong as the person who sets them. And Lacey? Lacey who used Baxter 1994 for everything? Lacey who wrote her PIN on a post-it in her wallet? Not exactly a cryptography genius. First attempt, Gerardo Baxter 1994. Nothing. Second, Baxter Gerardo 1994. Nope. Then I remembered something. Her studio's Wi-Fi password. She'd made such a big deal about creating something unhackable. Flower Power 2021. The folder opened. I actually had to stand up and walk to the kitchen. Pour a glass of water. Steady myself. Because what I found wasn't just an affair. It was a F-word business model. Folders within folders. Hotels. Finances. Arrangements. Future plans. I started with hotels. Screenshots of bookings going back 14 months. Every single client meeting was there. The Marriott downtown. The boutique place in Uptown. That wellness resort she'd visited for inspiration last summer. Cross-referenced with my calendar, every time I had parent-teacher conferences, grading weekends, or visited my brother out of state. But finances? That's where my hands started shaking. Gerardo wasn't just her business partner. He was a silent investor with 40% stake in her studio. The stake I thought my $30,000 loan had purchased. My money was categorized as operating expenses, miscellaneous. Not a loan. Not an investment. A F-word line item. There were Venmo transactions. Thousands of dollars back and forth. Labeled as flowers or supplies but always followed by hotel bookings. Payment for play? Or something else? Then I found the video folder. 37 videos. I clicked the most recent, dated last month. Lacey's face filled the screen. She's in bed, hair messy, filming herself. Baby, I know you're worried about the wedding thing, but I told you, it's just for stability. Blake's predictable. He'll provide the house, the safety net. We can continue exactly as we are. He doesn't suspect anything. He's too busy planning his little lessons to notice I'm building our real future. Gerardo's voice off camera, you sure he won't want a prenup? Lacey laughs. That same laugh that used to make my mornings better. Blake? He's so in love he'd sign over his kidneys if I asked. The house goes in both our names after the wedding. Give it a year, maybe 2. Then I'll have established residency, claim irreconcilable differences, and walk away with half of everything plus alimony. Minnesota's laws are beautiful for that. I had to pause the video. Went to the bathroom. Threw up. Came back. The rest of the videos were variations on the same theme. Their affair. Their plans. Their mockery of my boring stability and teacher's salary while planning how to maximize what they could extract. I sat there in my living room, surrounded by wedding RSVPs and photos of us, and did what I do best. I taught myself a lesson. Fast. First, screenshots. Everything. Uploaded to 3 different cloud services, emailed to my brother, and saved on 2 USB drives. Second, action. I called my credit union at 6:47 a.m. Transferred every penny from our joint savings to my personal account. Legal, we weren't married, and I could document every deposit as mine. Third, the wedding. I didn't call Lacey. I called our wedding planner, Rhonda. Rhonda, it's Blake Morrison. I need to cancel the Harmon Morrison wedding. Oh my God, is everything okay? Is someone sick? No. Just cancel everything. Send all final invoices to my address only. Not Lacey's. But the deposits. I'm aware. Cancel it all. Today. Then I texted the critical vendors directly. Photographer. DJ. Florist, not Lacey's studio, obviously, she'd insisted on using a friend for appearances. Short messages, wedding cancelled. Please process cancellation per contract terms. By 8 a.m., I'd changed the locks. By 9 a.m., I'd moved her things to the garage, neatly packed, because I'm not a monster. By 10 a.m., I'd called in sick to work and was drinking coffee like nothing had happened. My phone exploded with messages. Lacey's friends. My friends. Family. I ignored them all. Except one call at 10:47 a.m. Lacey's younger sister, Bree. The one person in that family with actual sense. Blake, don't hang up. Not interested in playing messenger, Bree. I'm not calling for Lacey. Something happened last night after the party. After you called her at the spa. I didn't call anyone last night. Silence. Then, F-word. Blake, Lacey doesn't know I know, but I recorded everything. The after party. Can we meet? Why would you? Because I've suspected for months. And what I recorded. It's not just Gerardo. There were others. And they were discussing you by name. Bree showed up at my door 30 minutes later. Always liked her, the only honest person in that family. 26, worked as a paralegal, had called Lacey on her BS more than once at family dinners. Jesus, Blake. You look rough. Show me the video. She pulled out her phone, hesitated. This is going to hurt. I'm already at rock bottom. Can't dig deeper. Wrong. You can always dig deeper. The video started shaky. Hotel suite, same one from the Instagram stories but later. Much later. Lacey sprawled on a couch, dress hiked up, Gerardo next to her. But there were others. 2 more bridesmaids, Lacey's friends Jenna and Tori, both married. And 3 men I didn't recognize. Bree's voice behind the camera, pretending to be drunk, this is crazy, you guys. They ignored her. Too wasted to care about the drunk sister with a phone. Gerardo's talking, Blake's the perfect mark. House in his name now, but Minnesota law? Once they're married and she's on the deed, she's golden. Lacey giggles. The best part? He thinks the studio is struggling. Keeps offering to help with money. One of the unknown men, tall, expensive suit, laughs. How much have you pulled? 30 grand directly. Plus he covers all our living expenses. I've been able to funnel everything into the Gerardo partnership accounts. Tori chimes in, words slurred, God, this monthly thing is genius. Our husbands think we're at book club. Book club. They all laugh. The suit guy pulls out something. White powder. Lines on the coffee table. My F-word future wife doing cocaine with strangers while planning my financial destruction. But then the conversation shifted. We need to be careful about the trail, Gerardo says. The investors are getting suspicious about the cash-only events. What investors? Lacey asks. The 3 families funding our expansion. The Whalens, the Cho family, that German couple with the vineyard. You said that was handled. It is. We're washing it through the wedding packages. Cash payments for premium arrangements. Books look clean. Bree turned off the video. There's another 20 minutes. Gets worse. How? They discuss specific amounts. Specific dates. And Blake? She pulled out a folder. I've been documenting things for 6 months. Receipts Lacey threw away. Conversations I overheard. I think they're laundering money through the studio. I stared at her. Why would you? Because Lacey destroyed my credit when we were younger. Open cards in my name. My parents covered it up, paid it off. But I learned to watch her. To document everything. My phone rang. Conrad Wells, attorney. The brother of a teacher friend who'd helped with house closing. Conrad, I need. Stop. Don't say anything on the phone. Can you come to my office? Bring everything you have on shared assets. An hour later, I'm in a law office that smells like leather and old paper. Conrad's reviewing everything on my laptop, Bree beside me. The house is yours. Clean. She's not on any documents. The joint savings you already moved, legally fine since no marriage exists. But Blake, this money laundering allegation? That's federal. You need to distance yourself immediately. How? Document everything. Create a paper trail showing your money was a loan. I'll draft documents backdated to when you gave it, perfectly legal since no contract existed. Listed as a personal loan with standard terms she's now in default on. He turned to Bree. This video is evidence of criminal conspiracy. You need to protect yourself too. What about the wedding vendors? I asked. You're liable for the deposits. But. Conrad smiled. The reception hall. That's interesting. Non-refundable, but the space is still yours for the date. You could use it. For what? Whatever you want. You paid for it. Bree's phone buzzed. She went pale. Blake, check your email. Anonymous sender. Subject line, you're not the only victim. 1 attachment. Security footage from inside Lacey's studio. Timestamp, last night, 2 a.m. After the Bachelorette party. Lacey and Gerardo in the office, feeding documents into a shredder. The camera angle shows the documents clearly, invoices, receipts, financial statements. The email text was simple, they screwed us too. The Whalens are my in-laws. I have more footage. We should talk. Someone who understands revenge. Conrad looked at the screen. Blake, whoever this is, they have access to her security system. My phone rang. Unknown number. I answered. Female voice, professional, cold. Mr. Morrison? This is Stella, Gerardo's wife. I believe we have mutual interests to discuss. Meet me at the Riverside Cafe in an hour. Come alone. Stella hung up before I could respond. Conrad raised an eyebrow. Gerardo's wife? Apparently. Be careful. Document everything. Record if you can. Bree stayed at Conrad's office to review more legal options. I drove to Riverside, a quiet spot downtown where lawyers had lunch meetings. Felt appropriate. Stella was already there. Corner booth, back to the wall. Even sitting down, she commanded the room. Prosecutor energy, the kind that made defendants sweat. Blake. Sit. I did. She slid a tablet across the table. Security footage from Lacey's studio, but weeks of it. Gerardo entering at odd hours. Boxes being moved. Cash being counted. How do you? I'm the one who had the security system installed. Gift to my husband's new business venture. He doesn't know I kept administrator access. She took a sip of coffee. I've known about the affair for 8 months. But that's not why we're here. Then why? Because affairs end. Prison sentences don't. Your fiancé and my husband aren't just sleeping. They're running a money laundering operation that's about to destroy several prominent families. Including mine. She pulled up financial documents on the tablet. The Whalens. The Cho family. The Steinbergs with the vineyard. Each invested $200,000 in the studio expansion. But the money isn't going to business development. It's being washed through fake high-end wedding packages. Cash comes in dirty, goes out clean through vendor payments to shell companies Gerardo controls. How long have you known? 3 weeks. Started investigating when our accounts looked off. Gerardo's sloppy when he's cocky. And lately? He's been very cocky. She showed me more footage. Gerardo meeting with men I didn't recognize. Exchanging envelopes. Lacey counting cash in the back office. Why haven't you gone to the police? I'm a prosecutor, Blake. I know how these cases work. Right now, it's circumstantial. But with your evidence? The videos your future sister-in-law took? The documentation of your money being stolen? That's a RICO case. RICO? Racketeering. Federal charges. 20 years minimum if convicted. The weight of it hit me. This wasn't just betrayal. It was criminal enterprise. What do you want from me? Everything you have. In exchange, I'll make sure you're protected. Your money returned. Your reputation intact. And Blake? She leaned forward. I'll make sure they burn. We spent the next hour strategizing. Stella had connections everywhere. FBI. IRS. State Attorney's Office. But she needed my evidence to make it stick. There's something else, she said. The 3 investor families? They're connected to state politics. The Whalens especially. When this breaks, it won't just be criminal charges. It'll be public destruction. My phone buzzed. Lacey. Finally realized I wasn't answering. Where are you? The wedding planner says you canceled everything? What's going on? I showed Stella. She smiled. Cold. Calculated. Don't respond yet. Let her panic. Panicked people make mistakes. What's your next move? I've frozen Gerardo's personal accounts. He doesn't know yet. The business accounts need more documentation, but with what you have? By tomorrow, those will be frozen too. She stood to leave, then turned back. Your wedding date is in 12 days, right? Was. Keep the venue. Trust me. That afternoon, I did something therapeutic. I met with Lacey's father, Harold, at his country club. Retired judge, man who valued reputation above everything. I didn't say anything at first. Just handed him my iPad, videos queued up. His daughter doing cocaine. Discussing the money laundering. Planning to destroy me financially. He watched in silence. His face went from confusion to horror to something I'd never seen, pure shame. How much did she take from you? 30,000 directly. More indirectly. He pulled out his checkbook. I stopped him. I don't want your money, Harold. I want justice. What can I do? She's on your family trust, right? Has access to family accounts? Yes. Remove her. Today. And Harold? When the FBI comes calling, and they will, cooperate fully. He nodded. Aged 10 years and 10 minutes. That evening, back home, I was cataloging more evidence when my doorbell rang. Lacey stood there. Mascara smeared, designer dress wrinkled. Baby, what's happening? Why won't you answer? The vendors are all saying. Stop. Blake, please. Whatever you think happened, we can talk. I know everything, Lacey. Her face changed. The mask slipped. For a second, I saw the real her, calculating which lie might work. Then she said something that changed everything. He has a video of you too, Blake. From your bachelor party. You might want to think about that before you do anything stupid. I laughed. Actually laughed. Right in her face. My bachelor party? You mean the weekend I spent helping my brother renovate his cabin? The one where he live streamed the entire renovation on his YouTube channel? 12 hours of footage of me installing drywall and arguing about paint colors? Her face crumbled. The lie died in her throat. Gerardo said. Gerardo lied. Just like you've been lying. But please, tell me more about this fake video. She shifted tactics, tears on command. Blake, I'm sorry. We can work through this. Couples therapy. Get off my property. This is my home too. No, it's not. Never was. Your name's on nothing. Your stuff's in the garage. Take it and go. You can't just. I can. I did. Leave, or I call the police. She stood there, calculating. Then her phone rang. She answered, face going white. What do you mean frozen? That's impossible. Check again. Gerardo. Having a very bad day, apparently. She looked at me. What did you do? Nothing. But your boyfriend's wife? She's been busy. Real fear now. First time I'd ever seen it on her face. Blake, you don't understand. Gerardo's connected to people. Dangerous people. If that money doesn't move, then you better run. She left. Peeled out in her Audi that I'd been making payments on. Another thing to handle tomorrow. That night, I couldn't sleep. Installed new security cameras. Changed every password. Moved my important documents to a safety deposit box. Paranoid? Maybe. But Lacey's comment about dangerous people stuck with me. 3 a.m. Motion alert on my phone. Someone in my driveway. I watched through the camera app as a man in a hood slashed all 4 tires on my car. Methodical. Practiced. He looked up at the camera, smiled, and walked away. I recognized him from the investor meeting videos. One of Gerardo's associates. I called Stella immediately. They're escalating, she said. Means we're close. Don't call the police yet. Document everything. I need 1 more day. For what? The FBI's been watching them for 6 months. Your evidence is the missing piece. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., I'm presenting everything to the federal prosecutor. By tomorrow night, arrest warrants. What about my safety? Stay visible. Public places. They won't do anything dramatic yet. Morning came. I called an Uber to school, taught my classes like nothing was wrong. During lunch, Bree texted. Check the news. Local headline, Floral Studio under investigation for financial irregularities. Someone had leaked. The article was vague, but mentioned concerns raised by investors and potential federal involvement. My phone exploded. Texts from mutual friends. Lacey's friends. Wedding guests asking what was happening. I ignored them all. Except one from an unknown number. Final warning. Stop what you're doing. You don't know what you're destroying. I forwarded it to Stella. Her response, perfect. They're threatening you in writing. More evidence. After school, I drove my rental car, insurance was handling the tires, to the reception venue. The manager, Patricia, met me at the door. Mr. Morrison, I heard about everything. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I want to use the space. For? An announcement. Can we still do the catering? The full setup? Everything's ordered. Would be a shame to waste it. Send invitations to the original guest list. Tell them I have something important to share about my future. She looked confused but nodded. That evening, Stella called. It's happening. FBI raids tomorrow morning. Gerardo, Lacey, and 6 others. RICO charges, money laundering, tax evasion. The works. Will it stick? With your evidence? Guaranteed. Blake, you should know, Lacey's looking at 15 to 20 years minimum. I felt nothing. Empty. The woman I'd loved was gone. Had probably never existed. There's more, Stella continued. The investors want to meet you. Tomorrow night. They have a proposal. What kind of proposal? The kind that ensures you're compensated for everything you've lost. And Blake? They want to attend your announcement on Saturday. Saturday? 3 days away. The day I was supposed to get married. Stella, what if they try something at the reception? They'll all be in federal custody by then. I went to bed feeling something between satisfaction and dread. Tomorrow, Lacey's world would implode. But tonight, my phone buzzed one more time. Security alert. Someone at my front door. I checked the camera. Gerardo stood there, looking directly at the lens. He held up his phone, showing me a video thumbnail. Even from the camera view, I could see it, me in what looked like a compromising position. He mouthed the words, "We need to talk." I opened the door but kept the chain on. "You've got 30 seconds. Gerardo held up his phone. "This is you at a strip club in Vegas. Last year's education conference. Pretty sure the school board wouldn't appreciate. That's Pete. My colleague. Same height, same build, even got the same haircut. But Pete has a tattoo on his neck. Zoom in." He did. His face fell. "Also," I continued, "I wasn't in Vegas. I was at my mother's, helping her recover from surgery. Have the medical records, pharmacy receipts, and 3 weeks of security footage from her assisted living facility. Want to try again?" He pocketed his phone. "You don't understand what you're doing." "Enlighten me." "The people we work with, they don't just lose money. They collect debts other ways. The people you work with will be looking for new representation after tomorrow morning. Enjoy federal prison, Gerardo." His composure cracked. "What?" 9 a.m. FBI. Multiple locations. Your house, the studio, that storage unit on Washington Avenue you thought nobody knew about. Pure panic now. He turned and ran to his car. Probably heading straight to the storage unit. Stella would love that, destruction of evidence in real time. I called her. Gerardo just left my house in a panic. Heading north on Washington. Perfect. We have units standing by. Morning came like Christmas and a funeral combined. I taught my first period class, then checked my phone. News alerts everywhere. FBI raids local business in money laundering probe. 8 arrested in federal RICO case. Prominent florist among those charged. Videos of Lacey being walked out in handcuffs. Gerardo face down on his lawn. The studio wrapped in crime scene tape. The teacher's lounge was buzzing. Everyone trying to be subtle about staring at me. "Blake," Principal Wright pulled me aside. "Take the rest of the day. Hell, take the rest of the week. I'm good. Teaching keeps me centered. Your call. But if you need anything." That afternoon, I met with the investors at Stella's law office. The Whalens, an older couple who radiated old money. The Cho family, successful restaurateurs. The Steinbergs, who owned half the wine distribution in the state. Mr. Whalen spoke first. "Mr. Morrison, you saved us from catastrophic losses. We owe you." I was saving myself. "Nevertheless," Mrs. Cho interjected, "your evidence prevented millions in losses. We'd like to offer you compensation." "I don't want." 50,000, Steinberg said. Each family. Consulting fee for financial recovery services. $150,000. I could leave. Start over. Copenhagen was looking better every minute. Additionally, Whalen continued, Lacey's studio assets will be liquidated to pay restitution. You're listed as a creditor. You'll recover your $30,000 plus interest. I accepted. Felt like dirty money, but Conrad assured me it was clean, legal, and deserved. Saturday arrived. The reception hall was packed. Confused guests, worried family, friends who'd been dodging my calls. Lacey's family sat in the back, Harold's face stone. I took the microphone. Thank you all for coming. I know you're confused. You were expecting a wedding today. Murmurs through the crowd. Instead, I need to share something with you. A lesson about trust, betrayal, and truth. I clicked the remote. The screens lit up with a slideshow. The education of Blake Morrison. Started beautiful. Photos of Lacey and me. Our trips. Laughing at dinners. The engagement. Then the transition. Hotel receipts. The videos, edited for public viewing but clear enough. The financial documents. The mugshots from yesterday's arrests. Gasps. Phones coming out. People recording. The woman I was going to marry is facing 20 years in federal prison. Not just for cheating. For conspiracy, money laundering, and theft. I clicked again. Gerardo's arrest video played. Some of you knew. Helped cover it. Jenna. Tori. You're named in the federal case as co-conspirators. They ran for the exits. Too late. FBI agents were waiting in the lobby, Stella's idea. But today isn't about them. It's about the future. Final slide. A photo of Copenhagen. The international school. My new position. I'll leave in 3 weeks. This chapter's done. To those who stood by me, thank you. To those who didn't, I looked directly at Lacey's family. Learn from this. Harold stood, walked to his remaining daughter, and left without a word to her. The room emptied slowly. My real friends stayed. We ate $30,000 worth of catered food, drank champagne meant for toasting a lie, and celebrated the death of my naivety. My phone buzzed. Message from the Copenhagen school: Mr. Morrison, we're upgrading your housing to the waterfront residence. Your integrity through this situation only reinforces our decision. 3 weeks later, I stood in Copenhagen airport. Fresh start. Clean slate. Phone vibrating with news that Lacey took a plea deal, 12 years. Deleted her number. Deleted the photos. Deleted that entire version of Blake Morrison. Time to teach new lessons. To myself first, then to kids who'd never know their history teacher once made history of his own. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you really like our videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.